All right, we're live. Here we go. We got the mental health. No, hold on. Yeah, mental health Wednesdays, right? Yeah, mental health Wednesdays. How you doing, K Razy? How you doing, Dad?
Hey Bobby, hey
Good.
Robert, it's good to be here.
It's good to see you guys. I'm happy we have my father in here. He get hopefully he could start off with what happened to him. Like it's pretty amazing. Two a father and a son both had the same injury, but my father's a lot more, a lot worse. But we're both still here, so obviously, like my father says, we're freaks of nature, and I agree with him. So,
Well, yous have proven it
I,
now, indisputed,
yeah,
undisputed.
yeah, I think so. What do you think, Dad?
Well, I didn't know what to think for many years, but and I still don't. What I know is that the good Lord wanted me to be here, so that's why I'm here.
Thank God, Dad. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're here too.
yeah.
I'm just
But,
reading. I Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Kate.
no, sorry, I
Please.
was just going to say, you were saying it was at how many feet did you fall? So that's nothing short of a miracle to survive a fall of that distance, 30 over 30
30,
feet.
32 feet.
That's incredible.
Banging off I beams too, right? While you were falling.
Well, I was building a power plant, so everything was all steel to begin with. And you fell through a catwalk and bounced off steel and ended up landing on another catwalk.
Whoa. Oh,
Wow. So when you landed, you were still actually in the air, so there was still a distance to go for you. So you're lucky that that catwalk was 30 feet down to sort of catch you.
Well, if it would
If
have
you
been
can
a foot either way, I'd have fell 137 feet. I wouldn't be here.
far out. Yeah, no, definitely not. That's incredible. Far out. Do you like recall the injury? Like, were you conscious immediately after, or like what was
No,
the like what do you remember about it?
I was unconscious for a week.
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
imagine so.
but a lot of stuff happened that they still don't understand. People would come in my room to see how I was doing, and my girlfriend at the time would tell me that I woke up long enough after I heard their voice to introduce them to her. Then I'd go back into a coma for a week.
whoa.
The doctors still don't believe that.
Wow. And you've got no conscious recollection of that either?
None at all.
That's amazing. Yeah, the
Yeah.
brain's pretty interesting like that.
Well, I'm convinced that you never forget anything. I've I had about 40% of my memory after I fell. I'm I there was times when I'd forget things and couldn't remember them for years. Now, if I need to locate a word or an event and I can't remember at the time, I'll remember sometime during that day. So
Okay.
everything improves over time. You got to remember, it's been 43 years for me. I fell in 1982.
So
Damn.
and what we're learning too is about like with neuroplasticity, like you said, like it does heal. The brain does actually heal, or it finds a way around the damage. Like the neural pathways will reconnect or reform in some way. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, like you said, it's like less of a delay for you now when you're trying to recall a memory or bring one back consciously.
I'm convinced that you never, once you get something in your brain, it never goes away.
Yeah.
Now, now it took me 20 years just to be doing what I'm doing here. I could talk the same way I talk now, but I couldn't keep up in conversations. I couldn't process information fast enough. So yeah, you just keep improving, but 90% of everything is in you. It's all what you're made of. If you don't have the uh, give up mentality, like I was with 16 people, a doctor, 2 lawyers, 6 people with college educations, and 7 people like me, blue collar people. And after 6 years, I was the only one left. The rest were in facilities or self-medicated, or I make a joke out of this one. The only time their family seen them is when the dinner bell went off.
Yeah.
That's when they come out of their room. You isolate yourself when you feel that you're a freak. You handicap yourself.
Yep.
It shouldn't be like that.
Absolutely. No, definitely not. Yeah, that does happen a lot with trauma. Even with specifically, like, it's a thing like with PTSD, and that, like you said, you feel like a freak. You've been through something that not everybody goes through. So, like, how can people relate to you or understand you? And a lot of people put themselves into like self-imposed isolation.
Well, they don't do it willingly. They get depressed
Exactly.
because
Yep.
nobody understands what they're going through.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. It's like life. If you don't get information about what's going on, you'll believe anything that people tell you. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Information is so hard to get.
Yeah. Or maybe it's too easy to get now. It's just a lot of it's incorrect information, and we really
Yeah.
have to dig and fact check and use our our critical thinking.
Social media is not a friend to anybody. The whole
No.
concept of why it was put out there was a good one. But the first people that started to control it used it to
Yeah,
control people.
absolutely. Like with any good, great, awesome technology or invention that there's a negative and a positive application, and there's humans unfortunately seem to jump on the negative application. We can profit off this. There's power off this. It creates division rather than bringing people together and making their lives easier like it was created in the first place. Yeah, humans ruin everything, unfortunately.
Well, that's why all the negative and the hate is in the world. The world shouldn't be that way. I refuse. I go like this a lot, and I'm playing a violin.
Oh, yeah, the world's smallest violin.
I
Right?
refuse to do that.
Yeah.
I tell jokes. I make people laugh, and I will not let the brain injury or the world keep me from doing that.
I've seen my father when I went back to visit my grandparents and him and my uncles and my cousins and my aunts. And he would, every time I went to the store, he'd always be so nice to people. He'd smile and say, "Hey, hey." That's what they do in Pittsburgh. Hey, hey, right, Dad? How you doing?
I never met a stranger in my life.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like he knows so many people, and even the people he don't know, maybe he knows them. I don't know. All I know is he's very friendly with people.
I know them in a minute.
Yeah,
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 that's it.
yeah, yeah.
Or like they say, a stranger's a friend you just haven't met yet.
Hey, yeah.
That's a good attitude to have.
What doesn't kill you makes you better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sayings, I I tell the people that let circumstances handicap themselves, If you don't look out for number one, you step in number two.
Yeah.
That-
That's brilliant, and it
that-
absolutely accurate too. Precise, very precise.
here's
That's a
another.
good one.
Here's another one. Here's another one. This is so true too. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Yep, absolutely.
I got a shirt making machine. A shirt making machine. My wife has it. And, you know, she knows I'm gonna start making fucking
Get some merch popping.
custom. Yeah, but I'm gonna do people. If people want customized stuff, I know how to do that. She knows how to do it more than me. So,
Hey,
I'm gonna start doing
Kay,
that.
Kay,
Yeah,
do
go
you
ahead.
have an email address?
Yep.
Yes,
You want?
yeah, I've got it. Bobby,
Okay,
Bobby's got it.
I'm going to send my son something, and he's going to send it to you. And I
Okay,
want you
no
to
worries.
use it helping people, but I don't want you to use it for the same reasons other people do. I did what I did because I want people to know that no matter what happens to you, you can still do things. Okay? And the things that I've done are pretty remarkable. Okay? They wrote newspaper articles about me. I made a DVD, a couple of them, and I'm going to send them to you and show them to people when they want to give up and say, this guy could have give up, but he never did.
That's awesome.
And
Thank you for that.
Kay, can you do me a favor? Can you share this? With, you know what I gotta do? I gotta put my social medias on my phone. I took them off about a couple months ago, 3 months ago. So I only have them on my laptop. Can you share this stream, like, you know, to social media or what, or X or IG or wherever?
Okay, no worries. I'll get it. I'll just
Yeah, take your time.
I don't have X or anything like that.
All right, that's fine.
I'm going to get on them, but
Whatever.
I'll just share it around. Oh, I might actually put it on my channel too. I've only got like 25 subscribers, but I love them all dearly.
I didn't even know you had a channel, so I'll come and subscribe, and my father will subscribe too.
Oh,
you're right. That's right.
I just got 10 new subscribers since last night. I just got 10 new ones. I'm at 888 right now.
Yeah, you'll be really close to 1,000. That's awesome.
And I got 5,000 hours of watch time in the past 365 days. So I got the hours, the listen time. I just need 112 more fucking subscribers. We need.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, we need
Of
because
course.
this ain't just a me thing. This is all of us. You know what I mean?
Not a one horse show. Yeah.
No, because we got my father wants to help. You're the co-host, right? I really want you guys to lead this thing. I'm producing, and I'm always gonna bounce off you if you guys need me to. But I would really like you guys to run this, like, honestly. But I'll always be here, you know, with you, and I'll run it. You know what I mean? But I'll just bounce off you guys. I'd rather Kay take the fucking reins and my father take the reins when she doesn't feel like it. Just like both of you take the reins. You know what I mean?
Well, as long as the philosophy is not me, and it's we.
No, it's we.
I'm all in.
Yeah, it's we.
Yeah,
It's definitely
same.
Kay, isn't it? We. Is it ever me? I hate me.
No,
I don't want the me. I don't want the me.
Well, I know you and I know Kay already.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to clarify that for whoever's watching.
That's smart.
It's not me. It's we.
Yeah.
People always tell me I care more about other people than myself. And it's true. But I love myself just as much as anybody else. It's just that I give more.
That's real important, Dad. You're right. That's if you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. You know what I mean? I'm sure.
That's why when I tell jokes, a lot of times I do it at sacrificing the way I look. And I tell people, if you can't laugh at yourself, then don't try to make somebody else laugh.
Absolutely.
There's always a positive to every negative somebody throws at you.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a big fan of dark humor, like in the midst of some horrible, excuse my language, but shit storm that's happening in life, and I'll just see something funny about it, and I'll drop a really inappropriate dark joke, but it lightens everything up. That's how some people cope, and that's how I've learned to cope, rather than crash out and rage, which gets you nowhere and just destroys more and creates more problems. Yeah, you just laugh it off.
Isn't it funny how you learn about people when you do that? Like people that can be your friends and probably will, and the ones that will never be your friend. No matter how much you try.
Yeah. Dad, can you believe she's 16 hours ahead of me and you? The technology is off the charts, don't you think, Dad? Like sure. when I was growing, I was born in obviously, when I was born 71, but my father goes back. My father just turned 77. Beginning of the summer, so he was like seeing no technology till I started seeing a little bit of technology in the 80s and stuff, and even then, it was. I always say, if we had iPhones and iPads and laptops and all this shit, I probably
didn't.
I probably would have. I know. I'm just saying, though. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of happy we didn't, to be honest. But because
I've got enough cringy stuff out there as an adult. I don't need everybody witnessing me as an imbecilic teenager.
Well, my dad, like, I definitely know. My mother used to tell me, you definitely have your father's tendencies, because I actually did state time. He did state time. And then we both fractured our skull. What the fuck are the odds of that?
Yeah.
And I didn't even meet my father.
Life. Yeah.
Well, obviously I was with my father as a baby, but I don't remember. I just remember like sitting on his lap and driving the car. Well, I thought I was driving the car.
Yeah.
But I don't remember nothing specific. You know what I mean? So when my mother moved to Quincy in Boston here, Quincy 617 Boston, because that's what it's 617. It's always been 617. I met my father at 32 years old, and when I seen him, it was just like I was looking into the future with myself, to be honest. And what did my Uncle Stevie say, Dad? There's only two people that walk like that on the planet. When I got off the train, and I go, Uncle Stevie made me laugh, which was a good thing, because.
Well, my friends seen you walking on Fifth Avenue, and they come up to your Uncle Jimmy and said, that gotta be Bobby's son. Because of the way you walk.
Yeah. And my mom,
that's uncanny too, how that can happen across space and time.
This is funny. I told you I remembered 40% when I woke up. There's four things I remembered about my son. One was I let him sit on my lap. He liked to drive the car. And the first time I took him for granted, thinking he was just a kid, I made a big mistake. Because he was so strong, he was like me. He was trying to make a turn that we didn't want to make. So I had to grab the wheel and turn it back. But
Bobby was like, no, we're really going this way. And you're like, whoa, this kid's got an arm on him.
and his four front teeth, the real teeth were coming in before his baby teeth fell out. So we had to take him to Children's Hospital. And after he got them teeth pulled out, he would call an elephant Umbi, And he always say to me, "Explain this to me, Daddy." He couldn't say explain. He's explain this to
Explain.
me, Dad.
That's sweet.
And then three brothers took his little car from him one time, and that's an experience we all have to go through in life. There's nobody taking anything from him now. But I remember when I come home, he told me about it, and I says, "Come on with me, I want to show you something." So we walked up the second floor steps to their door, and I banged on it, and I told their dad to get that car out here. You know, I was mad because they didn't leave it outside. They actually took it in the house,
yeah.
and he knew it wasn't theirs. Okay, and I wanted him to say something to me, but
Yeah.
instead he just told him to get the car, and I put it in my hand, and we left. But that's all I remember about Robbie for years.
That's an important life lesson to learn too. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself.
If you don't,
no matter how much you get in trouble for it, even in society, doesn't like people standing up for themselves sometimes. Who cares? Stand up for yourself, no matter what.
Well, they don't want you to stand up in America.
No,
okay?
Not here either.
Yeah.
Well, not in Australia either, Dad.
No.
Well, they're scared. They've done so much to the American people that the one thing they're scared of is that we will stand up.
Yeah. Because these are the only people, the masses have the people that have the power to do that.
Well, we're the only
the majority are the people, and we're trained to forget that we're the ones that hold the power.
Well,
really?
even in Australia, we have the Constitution that the people that fought for this country created. You have a premise too over there that you believe in. It's for the people. And the people that run our countries don't believe in that. They just believe in one thing, money. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
And they've rammed shit down our throat for so many years that they're actually really worried about us standing up.
Yeah, people are waking up bit by bit. It's just what do we do about it? How do we go about sort of telling these people you're fired? Because they work for us. That's what they forget. They're public servants. But it's really incredible. I've always really been amazed at just how many millions of dollars they earn, and how incredible their businesses do, and how amazingly blessed their profit becomes when they've sat in Parliament for a little while. You go in with $2 million, you come out with $200 million, but that's not from the wages they've earned. That's just from getting in, the club and having all the strings pulled for them and things like that. And they play right in our faces. It's just, what do we do about it? That's, people can't unite properly.
Well, that's why they control the media, so you don't get information. Yep. It's coming out in America what Congress, all the members of Congress are worth, and what they were worth coming into Congress. And it's unbelievable, and they can't justify it, so they keep anybody from knowing it.
Yeah. But that's the thing, we all know. And then there'll be a little bit of outrage, and then 2 days later, we're the masses are like toddlers in that it's oh, look at this new shiny thing, and everybody forgets about that, and we're already on to the next shiny thing or the next outrage to distract us. And what's annoying is we know that's being done to us. It's just psychology. They're using dark psychology tactics to. So, but people are waking up.
you got an attention span of like 2 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
People, and they bounce a lot of bullshit off you, so they distract you. You
Mhm.
know, that's why you forget. You know, you take from one piece of bullshit to the next, and that's where you're used to. You're brainwashed.
Hey, you know
Exactly.
what's funny? I was just thinking, I got the real Boston, like everyone says, you got real Boston Grog accent, like really deep Boston accent. My mother never lost her Pittsburgh R's, and what do you guys call Coke and Pepsi in Pittsburgh, Dad? Tell them.
Soda pop. Soda
Pop, pop.
pop. Yeah,
That's what
soda
they.
Okay,
pop.
okay.
That's what they call Coke in like in Pepsis,
Okay,
right?
what do you call it in Boston then? Because I'm
We
intrigued.
call it
Because as
Coke.
an Australian,
We
oh,
say
okay, okay,
you got a
cool.
Coke or a
All right.
Pepsi or a Mountain Dew or I don't know, just a Coke. Coke or a Pepsi.
Because growing up with so much American media, we get all of the American words for things. And soda pop, soda pop, soda pop. I've heard that a lot. So I'll usually try and translate while I'm speaking to Americans. Like I'll spell mum MOM in a chat or something because we say MUM. But in Australia, we call it fizzy drink, which is real, original. So soda
That's
pop
right.
is fizzy drink, but we
It's
will
exa-
still say grab a Coke and that as well. Like, Coke's just part of pop culture now. So
it's exactly what it is. A fizzy drink. That's exactly what the fuck it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
But filled with sugar. See, iced coffees, right? I got a cure. I used to spend like $20-$30 a day on iced coffees, right? I got a Keurig, so I melt my sugar. I melt my sugar with the hot coffee, and then I put the milk in there and ice. I never drink hot coffee, always iced coffee. But my glucose every year is 0. So
Okay.
sugar ain't bad for you. It's processed sugars that are bad for you.
Okay, so maybe the like melting of it or dissolving
Melting,
it,
yeah,
your
dissolving it.
body like metabolizes it or absorbs it differently. That's really
And I
interesting.
was
Because
telling my father.
sugar is pretty bad, like for our teeth, even our brains. But like you said, yeah, maybe because there's so many different types of it too. So
So is that. Listen, why do they put fluoride in the fucking water? Like fluoride,
yeah,
they got no fluoride toothpaste. Like why the fuck do they sell no fluoride toothpaste? Because fluoride, they haven't had no technical shit with our teeth for fucking. When is the last time they had a fucking new toothbrush or anything like technically what ones that squirt water in your fucking teeth
oh
and
yeah,
fucking
those
spin in a
ones, yeah.
circle? Like my son's got all that stuff because and my daughter had because they both got braces when they got older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one good thing about working in the union and my wife working in the city. You know what I mean? Like got good Delta Dental and no free fucking insurance. You know what I mean? My wife's got like 2 years of paid time that she's never taken. She shows up every day across kids, no matter if
Yeah.
she's sick, anything. One time she ever took time was when she had a deviated septum or something like that. That was it. Or when she had the kids. My son, I mean, my daughter. I don't think she was working for the city till after my daughter was born. But yeah, like when my son was born, I think she took like a month or two off and then went back. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I'm just shocked. My son's 20. He'll be 21 in April. But my daughter will be 31 in October. I'm like, where the fuck does the time go?
Yeah. Tell me
And I'm
about
sure
it.
my father,
Feels-
because you have kids, right? But my father must be like, yeah, you're telling me I'm 77 and Robbie, you're
yeah.
54. You're
Yeah.
54. You know what I mean? So,
You've seen
hey,
a couple of generations come up. Yeah.
no, well, Dad, I never even asked my father this. Dad, I was 23 when Ashley was born in 94. How old were you when I was born? 23? Same thing?
Around there.
Pretty pretty amazing how
I
like
was born in 48, so you
How-
figure that,
40. I was born in 71, 48. So
Yes,
48, 58, 68. Yeah. So 23. Yeah, 23.
23
23.
years, yeah.
Hold on. 48, right? So 58, 68. Yeah. Yeah, 71. Yeah. 23 years old. So we were both, look at all this shit that, and we
Another
were
parallel, yeah.
another parallel. We got parallels in the background there too. You know what? We could even I could put a bunch of stuff in the background. Look, look at this. There you go. Smoke, green smoke. What are you guys feeling? You guys want sunset? What do you guys want? Blue ocean? You guys want like this? You guys like this? I don't know. You guys tell me. Like, try to help me out here. You guys pick one.
I don't care about that
All
stuff.
right, Kate. Raisy, you
I'm
pick.
looking at faces. She can pick whatever she wants.
She can pick it.
Oh, great. Any of them, they're all cool.
Yeah, whatever one you want, you can pick. Don't worry about it. I'm just going through them. You tell me.
It's like when you get access to like all the filters on your phone and you got to go through everyone.
Look at this one.
That's so good. That's fine.
Like dots. You think the dock? Look at the quarries. Look at the quarry. You think the dock is bad? I'm wondering, like, should we have bright colors or should we have dark, fucking darkness? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So
I'm always gonna choose black, man, or dark. But like the dark does actually, you can read the chat a bit better too. So, but I don't know.
Right.
Psychologically, we're supposed to be like cheering people up, and
that's a good.
Let's get some psychedelics happening, man.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be real soon. I hope my father will take him. Maybe he will. I don't think my father's scared. I know he's not scared. I'm just, I don't know if he would ever take those, I'm sure he did when he was young, but I don't know if he would now. I think maybe.
I've read a lot about how it helped a lot of people, and I respect the people that it helped. They're not just somebody looking for something to make them feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really looking for something that made them feel whole, 100%. So I know that it helps people. It's just that I've been doing what I've been doing for 43 years, and I'm convinced that I'll never be more than 80%. But on the other hand, I go toe to toe with anybody at 80%. So it took me till about 5 years ago to realize that. I always fought for the sake of fighting that I would never have to take medicine again and this and that. And I just realized 5 years ago I was good with everything I was doing, but I never stopped learning. Every day I learned something new and I push myself all the time. That is the key to getting over any traumatic situation in your life. Never settle, because you can always get better.
Yes, you can. That's true.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I like that.
Awesome.
Bro, wait.
Yeah,
So
don't let yourself get stuck in that victimhood mentality. Like you got to accept that the incident or whatever happened, because it did, but you don't have to accept that your life is destroyed because of it.
Yeah, a lot of people handicap themselves, and that's a shame. That's why I'm here, to change that mentality. You can do whatever you want to do.
That's what helped me like drag myself back up off the ground and realize when I seen other people who'd been through like way worse than me.
Right.
Like, that's my judgment. and they're walking around and they're gracious, they're happy, they're peaceful. I'm like, I want what you've got. Like, how did you get there? And a lot of it's acceptance, or like acceptance of the incident, but not accepting that you have to be changed by it. You can change yourself, but you choose who you want to be, and the brain follows like whatever you think, rather than getting stuck in that victimhood mentality.
When you see them other people, Kay, that did it, you don't look at yourself as them. You look at yourself as if they were able to do it, I'm able to do it. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the difference. See, a lot of people think they need to change who they are, do something. You don't have to do that. But you can use other people as examples like you did.
Yeah.
I got a friend now that was a drug addict and a brain injury survivor. And matter of fact, I'm trying to find time to go up. He lives about an hour and a half away, to take him to dinner. We've been planning it for a couple of weeks. But the celebration is because he lost his driver's license. And you have to go through a 2-year stretch of meetings and stuff like that before you can even apply again to get a driver's license.
Okay.
And when you do, you have to go through the whole process again. You have to get a driver's permit. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And he just did that. I'm so proud of him. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. And I sat with him and his wife 3 years ago in a restaurant. They come to see me to get information and support. And this is the end result of it. That meeting, and a friend of ours that sent him to me, and he has a good support system, just not me, but I'm a part of it. I'm not taking credit or anything, but I feel good now that he did that. It was awful hard for him to do. I know how hard it is being a brain injury survivor when your brain don't work. But when it's clogged with drugs and euphoria and everything too, that makes it super hard. And he did it.
Definitely. Yeah.
I want to hold him in my arms. I want to hug him. Okay? And I'm going to do that. In the next week or two, I'm going to go up and we're going to have dinner. I just had to say that.
Yeah. No, congratulations to him. And that's more proof that, like, even when your brain's fighting against you, you can still, on willpower alone, you can just decide, and you keep choosing that. You keep choosing it over and over again to move forward. And then look like your friend achieved. You know what I mean? That's fantastic.
That is really good.
A bunch of people in this support group that he went to knew how hard he was trying, and he couldn't drive. So they went to his house and picked him up every night. Not awesome. Every night, 3 times a week for them 2 years. Okay? And it's people, it's the we mentality, not me.
Community, yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what I always tell people.
Yeah, there's a lot of good. Even the there's no I in team. I like that one too.
There's no I in team.
And
you're right.
Real true.
There's no I in team. There's no I in team. But that's why I like fighting so much, because it's you versus yourself, really. It's like, you got to come over. It's all mental. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, fundamentals and technique over and over and over, right? It's physical, but it's mental. If you have no confidence, or if you even have one little bit of doubt, you're probably going to go to sleep. Let me ask something. Kay, did you watch UFC 319 last week? This past
The
weekend?
one with Hernandez I seen, because they've got that on Disney now, so I can watch it. But not the most recent one, no.
Oh, okay. So you've seen Astro Boy, right? The kid from
Yeah,
Australia. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you missed a really good card. You missed a really good
Did
card.
I know you were calling it. I watched you calling it, but I didn't get to actually watch the fights. So, and I missed one of the boxing ones I was looking at too. You know, Kostya, how his two sons are fighting now.
Yeah. Yesterday morning, right?
Yeah,
morning.
I still don't know the result. I'm like, because, you know, busy mum and all that. But I'm like, I really wanted to watch that fight.
Actually, I'm sorry. That was
the
this morning when I was going to the gym. That fight card was on. You got to join us at Rush Hour Fight Club, where I've been for 6 years watching fights with my friends over there. You know, that's where I go
I'm
watch
subscribed to them. I just, I haven't popped on a live yet. And even then, I know I've got to sort of have another screen where I'm watching it too. And in Australia, I've got to find ways to access that. It's not as readily available.
Well, if you go over there, don't worry about it. They'll take care of you. They'll take care of you. You won't have to do much. You know what I mean?
No, it looks good. Hang out with everybody and watch the fight. Learn about it a bit more.
Yeah, well, you can get back into it, right? Because you said you were into it back in the days, right? In the 90s or 2000s.
Yeah, pre-motherhood,
yeah, pre-motherhood, okay. So
it's like I may as well have not been, but no, I think
no, because they're all
through
legends.
the hard times,
Yeah, Iceman, Chuck Liddell, and Tito Ortiz, and all those guys, right? I mean, you remember those guys,
that's
right?
when I knew the UFC and all that. Yeah, in the old days.
Yeah.
From UFC 1, from number 1, when Gracie won it. Around the days of Shamrock
I watched number 1 too. I watched the first one too in '93. Did you watch John Jones his first 5 fights, 6 fights, and won the belt? 22 years old.
Not so much live. I think the only boxing fight I ever watched live was a De La Hoya one back in 2000 or something. And that was it, because I have to go out to the club or something where they have the satellite TV and that. Although now with streaming that, we've got a lot more access and stuff. I've just got to source where the fights are. I'm like, okay, I've got UFC Fight Nights on Disney now. Everything else I've got to hunt down.
Okay. You got
you talk about the Muay Thai, and that's one of my favorites. And I'm like, where the heck's that? What website's that?
They're all Thailand channels, and I actually do it at least. I try to do it 1 or 2 or 3 times a week in the morning. That's when they're on. You know what I mean? So, the traditional Muay Thai and stuff. One championship. I just let Jay do that, and Isha, and because they've been doing it for so long. You know what I mean? So. I enjoy just watching the fights. I don't even but I just try to bring Muay Thai to America. We got a really good boxing match coming up in 3 weeks. Crawford versus Canelo. I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. I believe Crawford's going to give him a boxing lesson, Canelo a boxing lesson. That's just my opinion. Who's your favorite mixed martial artist out of Australia, or your favorite boxer? And then I want to ask my dad that too. I never asked him either.
Yeah, that's a really difficult question. I probably would say
Volkanovski or the one before.
I was just going to say Volkanovski, and he's we're from the same area. He's from the Illawarra, so it's kind of and he's awesome. He's a great person as well as a phenomenal, a talented fighter as well. And
Whitaker.
He used to be a rugby player and that.
Yeah, he was
Whitaker. Whitaker as well. But all-time favorite is really,
Hard.
I
right?
don't know. Probably, I'd say probably Tyson, because that's who I grew up watching. He was the man when I was a kid,
Yes, he was.
and
In the
even to
80s.
this day, like his philosophy, the way he's rolled with the punches in life, and his attitude towards it, and how
He's
he's not too. He's like one of the most dangerous men in the world, but he's not too vulnerable to open up and talk about emotions and his feelings. And I'm a human too, and like I really think that's great. That just
you know
shows
you know
that you
how
can be uber masculine and still have feelings.
you know how he got that way by smoking the toad. It's a
Yeah.
ego. It's called an ego death. Ego death,
Yeah.
right? You go and see God. You go see all the bad shit you did. You smoke it. You smoke it like they dry it on glass. They scrape it. They put it in like what do they call those things? That a vape. It's like vaporized. You know what I mean? They vape it. They take like 3 big hits. Then they go see all the bad shit they did, and then they see all the good shit that's ahead if they let their ego go. So it's basically you're going to see God, and it's like a 25-minute thing, but they say it feels like a 10-hour thing. And Mike Tyson's done it about 1,000 times now. He's done the told. It's called MD. It's like DMT kind of. It's kind of like DMT, but it's the strongest. It's the strongest psychedelic you could do. But you go see
Is that
God. You
different
go
to
see
the
God.
ayahuasca? Is that
No,
the
yeah.
ayahuasca? Is that different
Listen,
to
you
that?
don't gotta
Yeah.
wait. You don't gotta wait the trip. You don't gotta wait a half an hour or any. The ayahuasca works great. There's other stuff that works great. It kills people's addictions. Um, it makes people that are in hospice less scared to die after they do psilocybin
Yeah.
mushrooms or something. They're not scared to die no more, and their families can't believe it. Their families can't believe it. And this is all, me and you talked about this. This is all propaganda. My father probably remembers William Randolph Hearst. He owned Hearst Communications. He owned all the paper mills. He owned all the media. And he said, Mexicans, blacks smoke marijuana. They're going to rape your white
The
daughters and all this.
propaganda,
Propaganda
the
train
anti-cannabis. Yeah.
because hemp was the billion dollar crop. They made the first
Yeah.
Ford F-150 with hemp, and the guy beat it with a fucking sledgehammer, and it didn't even fucking put a dent in it. So that guy basically demonized cannabis,
Yeah.
and he said it makes you lazy. Well, I smoke pot right before I train. I smoke pot before I used to spa. Like, I always smoke pot before I go train. I'm not lazy at all. Mexicans that smoke weed, they're some of the hardest workers I ever worked with. Black Americans are some of the hardest working Americans. Like,
Yeah.
it
Definitely propaganda.
yeah.
It
Well,
really stuck too, which is the unfortunate thing, because it like you were saying, it was competition. He was into paper. You only need 1 acre of hemp plants for what 4 acres of trees will produce. So obviously, yeah,
it was all
hemp's going to
greed.
be a better
It was all
option.
greed.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
all greed. So
If you really want to know what happened,
yeah, go ahead, please. That's why I asked you.
Hearst and Mellon
Yep, you're
and
right. You're
the
right.
Rockefellers.
Yep.
Hearst because he owned all the trees up northwest.
Yep.
And because they had these hemp fields all over the place because of World War II that they couldn't stop growing. They got signs everywhere, 2 to 5 years for possession in these fields in Nebraska, Indiana, places like that. And he wanted a profit off the trees. The hemp was there. It could have made all the paper in the world for us, and it would have been cheap. And he's the one that got the laws about marijuana. Okay?
You're right.
So it's always about money. And he still controls every news station in Pittsburgh where I'm at, Hearst owns.
Hearst Communications. His family still owns it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, William Randolph Hearst, you're a piece of fucking shit. You're a piece of shit.
Well, he's not around anymore.
I'm telling him
his
wherever the fuck
family
he is. He's probably in hell somewhere.
Yeah.
Every one of him and every one of his ilk, people who'll put profit before truth and just people's good health and community.
Well, here's another part to that, Kay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
They made this machine called the decorticator, so it could make the hemp, for clothes too and paper. It was they
rope.
wrote on. Yep, rope. I mean, I know.
Even in plumbing, we used to use it in plumbing and everything. Like
in Muay Thai, instead of gloves, they wrap their hands with hemp wraps on a certain promotion, and that's all they use. They don't use gloves. They just use hemp wraps. That's it. I got oh shit. I got wraps. I got 16-ounce gloves. You know what I mean? They just put like hemp wraps like this on their fucking hands and they fight.
Yeah. And we're just talking about the fibers and things like that, not even the like medicinal applications for it.
There's
like
in
Australia, maybe 20 years ago, I remember. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, that's okay. I was just saying, like when people's children's were having epileptic seizures and they found that the cannabis oil was actually helping them. Not only that, it was somehow repairing the damage to their brain as well. And these parents were like risking jail to get hold of the oil to treat their children. I'm like, so would I. So I'm glad that the government sort of started easing up on things like that and like being more open to its like medicinal uses at least. And now it's like in Australia, only the government can deal weed to you now. You know, they don't tolerate any competition.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But there probably is competition because the cartels are everywhere.
Yeah,
cartels are everywhere. Dad, what were you going to say about the pot, Dad?
Well, there's 1,000 different uses for hemp.
And the CBD and
we still haven't realized just how good it is in so many areas. But what she was talking about, the citizens in Pennsylvania that had children that the cannabis and the CD oil and stuff helped.
CBD,
They united about 10, 15 years ago here, and it changed everything because they were the first people that got the legal stuff, to help them.
Well, Colorado was the first, but maybe Pittsburgh was right there with them, maybe. Or
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Dad, let me ask you something. The difference between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh is like huge, right? A huge difference, right?
I don't know about that. They're the two biggest cities in Pennsylvania. I think Philadelphia has probably got more people, but in circumference area-wise,
Pittsburgh's pretty big.
A lot of people in Pittsburgh don't live in Pittsburgh anymore. They live in the suburbs surrounding Pittsburgh, but still work in Pittsburgh. Okay? So, I don't know. I don't look at it as there being a difference. They're the two cities in Pennsylvania that are the biggest.
Harrisburg ain't as big.
No.
Okay.
Just a city. That's the state capital.
Yeah. I was just wondering. I never been to Harrisburg. I was just wondering if it was a big city or not. I know.
I think it's an average size city.
Yeah.
Like Boston, not a big city.
Boston is considered a small city, and Quincy connected to it, right? And all the cities, Lowell, Lynn, Worcester, out west, of Massachusetts, Springfield, New Bedford, Fall River, Brockton. There's so many cities, you know what I mean? And it's like a mini New York. But here's what the brothers say. The brothers, and I already knew this, when I hear people say, not just Black Americans, I've heard a lot of people say this, like different cultures, white boys can't fight. But what Black Americans say is white boys from Boston, or this, in Massachusetts, period, but in this area right here, they say they're the N-word too. Their N is too, right? They will fuck you up, rob you, beat you, and leave you for dead. The guy I made a short on, the guy said, I have to explain this to my friends from other states and other cities. They don't understand. Like, it's a proven fact. It's a proven fact. As a matter of fact, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up on the screen. I think my father will get a kick out of this. My father will get a kick out of this. Dad, you grew up with a lot. You grew up with a lot of blacks, right? You and my mother in McKeesport in Pittsburgh, right? Growing up.
Well, where we grew up, the blacks and the whites, a lot of them lived in the project, and we were considered on the other side of the tracks. So we got along better with each other than we did anybody else. I never seen color in my life.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And I've been in 33 states. And one of the things that helped me a lot, I walk up to anybody and talk to them, so I ain't got a problem. But the one thing that all people seen in me was I didn't see color. So that helped me out a lot. Okay? And that's the way it should be. I mean, what's the difference? There is none.
Exactly.
You walk, you talk, you bleed, you do everything just like me.
Yeah, you're
exactly.
right.
We're all earthlings. We're all human.
There's shitbags in every color. Hey, Nick, my man, Nick Morganelli in there, the retired pro fighter and my co-host once in a while here on air. How you doing, Nick? Good to see you, brother. He said exactly. I don't know what he meant exactly about, but I think I know what he means. I think I know what he means. Hope everything's going well, Nick. Nick's a really tough kid. I remember him sparring down the gym, and his father and his brother, all really good boxers too. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
It's good to have someone join us in the chat. I think, was Nick on the Granite about a week or two ago too? I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Yep, that's him. That's him. He's a good man. I'm gonna share this real quick with people. This is funny. This is a fucking riot. Check this out. I'm gonna bring it up on the screen right now. There we go. There we go. Right there. Check this out. Dad, listen to this one. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. What the fuck is going on with this thing? My bad. I got it. All right, my bad. You bastard. You know what? Sometimes fucking what's it called isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Technology, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great when it's working. It's awesome, but when it's not working, hell.
Yeah, I don't understand why this ain't fucking working because it is my content. It's like content that I fucking made. Like I don't get it, but it's all right. I'm not worried about it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find. I got it right here, but
Clint Eastwood got a name for that. It's a clusterfuck.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood's still alive. He's still fucking making movies. He's still fucking making movies.
Oh, wow. He's still pumping them out too.
96 years old. Yep.
I love his films.
Hey, Dad, do you want to tell Kay and everybody how gangsta my grandmother was, your mother, when they said you can stay alive, Peggy, if you throw a feeding tube, what'd she tell him, Dad?
I don't know. I don't remember the exact words, but I know what she told me.
Yeah.
They're not putting no feeding tube in me.
Imagine that.
Hey, she cared about the way she looked all the time. At 91 years old.
Wow. 91 years old.
I tried to get her. I tried to talk her into it because I know what it would have done. I'd cook for her for the rest of my life. But the feeding tube, she would have been able to get stuff in her that would have helped her a lot that she wouldn't eat herself. You know what I mean?
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Oh, you could say hi anytime you want, brother. Anytime you want to jump in, Nick, you're more than welcome. All I have to do is put a link right up in the chat. You can jump right in anytime you want. You just let me know, brother. All right, I'm gonna put this on for everybody. Here we go. Oh shit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this. Why this ain't working for me, but I have it. I just for some reason. Let me see. I got it right here. Okay. Now I know how to do it. Okay, I got it. Finally. Hello, I got it. I fucking figured it out finally. Okay, here we go. Finally. I just love what this dude says, man. I'm like, this guy's so fucking honest. At least he's being honest anyways, because most people ain't. This guy's definitely honest. Here we go. Okay. Boom. All right, here we go.
Take pride in being from Boston. Like I tell all my friends from out of town, I'll be like, yo, bro, white boys in Boston ain't regular white boys, bro. They niggas too.
They will throw down.
They niggas too. They will pop you. They will rob you. They will fuck you up. Everything. They will do all that shit. Yeah. And they'll stand up for their black brother because they be real. You got the racist ones too, but they ain't no suckers. White boys in Boston ain't regular white boys, bro. The little niggas in New York screaming at the top of their lungs at the phone and doing all that, running through niggas' block. Yeah, nigga. You see niggas from Boston doing that. Riding through niggas' hoods, screaming, what the fuck are you doing? And niggas is all in the devices looking at other niggas' lives and looking at what they think is cool from other niggas from other cities. That's why niggas say the things they say. And Boston niggas, we take pride. Real Boston niggas take pride in being from Boston. Like I tell all my friends from out of town, I'll be like, yo, bro, white boys in Boston ain't regular white boys, bro. They niggas too.
They will throw down.
I love that fucking. I love that dude just for being so honest.
That's what I've noticed being online. Something about the Boston people that I just really vibed with. I joke around and say that Aussies are like free range Bostonians. So it's just like a similar vibe. It might be the Gaelic heritage, like is pretty prominent. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's definitely a different breed.
Kay, you were talking about Mike Tyson. I grew up with a lot of good boxers. I liked them all. You know, I liked the one-shot wonders. But funny thing about Mike Tyson, nobody give him no credit for having a brain, ever.
Exactly.
Until about 10 years after he retired. They started inviting him on talk shows and stuff like that. And he got a whole new celebrity life about him now, other than boxing, okay? And people started to see, you know, that he's no joke.
He ain't no joke.
In the ring or outside the ring.
Nope.
I got a lot of respect for him.
I do too.
But he's not He's one of my favorite boxers, but he's in the same category as Joe Louis, Cassius Clay, Frazier.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
them all. George Foreman, I love.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Robinson, Dad. 100 and
Hey,
some. Yeah, go
hey,
ahead, Dad.
no, yeah, Hearns, all of them.
Hearns, Hagler. I got Hagler right there. He was
Yeah,
my first
yeah.
inspiration. I got Ali up there.
Each boxer in each weight division for about 20 years were unique. You know, like you talk about Hearns and Hagler, but
Yep.
Sugar Ray Leonard was like a superstar like Cassius Clay.
Yeah, he won
You
the
know,
gold.
he promoted himself.
Yeah, he was a gold medalist, Dad. He was a gold medalist in the Olympics, and then he's a welterweight, and yeah, he did promote himself. You're right, he did.
I was just looking at the old clip where Johnny Carson almost got taken off the air because he defended Cassius Clay when he didn't want to fight in Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he stood up to the American government, and
yeah,
that's why he's the greatest of all time, because he said those people didn't do nothing to me over there. You people are the ones that fucking are my enemy.
yeah.
Not those fucking people over there. They didn't do shit to me. So they took his best his 3 most prime years away from his career, but still went in there in the Thriller in Manila, beat George Foreman with the rope-a-dope, beat Frazier after Frazier beat him. You know what I mean? I think Sugar Ray Robinson, Dad, from I'd say him and Hagler are the best middleweights ever, because Sugar Ray Robinson, he could dance and everything. Like Lomachenko's father put him in dancing for 3 years for footwork, right? And Sugar Ray Robinson, he was like 100 something till he lost his first fight. Then he went on another 100 fucking fight win streak, and those were 15-round fights. He was fighting once a month. It wasn't fighting once a year. He was fighting once 3 times a month sometimes. So those guys, this fight coming up, Crawford's cut from a different cloth. He's coming. His mother, when he was a kid, said, "You don't beat that kid's ass, I'm gonna beat your ass." So he was fighting. That's how my mother was. My mother used to say, "Go beat that motherfucker's ass too." She used to say the same thing to me. So,
hey, if I come home from school and told my mom that I got in trouble in school, she called the school. And she'd tell me, if they whooped you, I'm going to call the school. And if you screwed up, I'm going to whoop you after that. You didn't get one ass whooping, you got 2.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the days where they had the cane, corporal punishment at school. Yeah, see, you knew not to step out of line then.
I used to get a ruler on my hand, slapped on my hand in kindergarten from the main lady. She was like a big, heavy, fat lady, old lady called Harriet Drew. Harriet Drew. Her name was Harriet. I'm like, who the fuck names their kid Harriet?
We had a principal in junior high school that used an oar of a rowboat, and he'd bend you over his desk. Ooh. And when he hit you, you flew over the desk.
Ooh. See, that's so excessive. Yeah, no, they did it. But like, to me, I'm all for a good smack on the behind, right? Like, sometimes that's just, you need a bit of fear mixed in with the respect sometimes, especially if you're outnumbered like me. Jokes, I'm not that bad. But like, some of these teachers and that, or even some parents, unfortunately, it's like they really take some kind of sick pleasure in it. Like, they get like special weapons to beat the kids with, or like everybody knows that one spoon in the corner is mum's spoon or something. And
this principal didn't do that. he didn't have an ego, but he knew that there were some tough guys, okay, that you'd have to punish more than once. They didn't get it.
Yeah.
But if you got hit with that rowboat, you were cured. I don't care how tough you were.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why he did it.
That's what I mean. In the right hands, that kind of power wielded properly, can really
there was
really
nothing
get through
wrong.
to
There was nothing wrong with corporal punishment like they try to say is wrong today. A lot of kids
I don't
would
think so.
benefit from getting smacked every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well,
By people who love them and aren't trying to like abuse them. It's just a correction. It's not like, there's a line. There's a line. Like, surely people know the difference. I know what happens if I don't like keep my boys in line. They'll walk all over me. They'll sense weakness and they'll come in. I've got to maintain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My mother fucking used to like beat me with a break wooden spoons over my head. I'm like, Ma, you're hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. And then I run away for 3 days. So yeah, a mother, like being a mother and a father is not easy for a mother. You know what I mean? My mother will be back this week, I think, or early next week. Yeah.
I love being on this podcast with you, and I look forward to doing it again.
You're welcome every week, Dad. You're welcome every week.
But at 2:00, I got to leave.
Okay.
That's 6 more minutes.
Okay.
No
Dad.
problem.
Okay, Dad.
It's been great having you here. It's been really fun. Look forward to doing it again for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
definitely.
We'll hope that people are watching and they benefit from what we have to say.
People watch. Believe me, it's just this thing right here about this subject. A lot of like my buddy Nick's in there, right? He don't, because he's fucking he ain't scared of talking. He has trauma. He has fucking addiction, all that stuff. Like I think all of us went through it. You know what I mean? This ain't just head trauma. This is life trauma, a childhood trauma. What else?
Human. Yeah.
Mental health. Yeah, mental health. I think the more you do it, the more people will gravitate because they know you're putting your time into this and they see you showing up every week. And I think that's really important for subscribers and things like that. But on my other channel, when I'm talking fights and everything, there's a lot of people in that Savage room. There's a lot, and I know every single one of them. So we get a lot of watches after the fact. You know what I mean? Which is good. But yeah, Dad, I like, Wednesdays or Thursdays. I think me and Kay Razy, agreed on like 1 day a week till it gets going, and then we'll do like 2 or 3 days a week once it gets going good. You know what I mean? So
I'm in for that.
Some momentum.
You down for that? You down for that, Dad? Because
we could build something.
Okay, yeah, because I don't think there's enough people doing this stuff for mental health. You know what I mean? Or trauma or addiction or veterans and for everything. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have the God's molecule. Microdose, whatever the fuck they want. If they want hero doses, whatever the fuck they want. The next flush, because like I said, after 1 or 2 or 3 flushes, then I'll start showing people. You know what I mean? But
I'm really fascinated by that, actually. Is it DBT? I always get it mixed up because there's 2 chemicals that are like D something T or DMT.
Oh,
and
it's
very
not DMT.
similar.
No, it's similar. DMT. I get pens of DMT. It's the God's molecule, but psilocybin is that's mushrooms that are hallucinogenics. You know what I mean? Even though you don't hallucinate really, you just realize that there's more shit out there going on than just 3-dimensional eyes see. you feel it. It's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? It's a spiritual thing. I think my father would agree with that. I mean, he grew up in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. I'm sure he did LSD when he was a teenager. I know I was doing LSD and mescaline and fucking selling it fucking in the 80s as a teenager. So the hippies were really right. They were really right about everything, actually. The hippies, they were really right about everything. Expand your consciousness, you know what I mean? Dad, you okay, Dad? You did a good job. You did a good job today, bud.
Fine.
Dad, tell Kay the type of computer you have there. What's the name of it?
Telekin.
You ever heard of that, Kay?
Don't think so. It might just be available in the US though. So like we've got like HP and like the big brands and that, but yeah. No,
it's like
never heard of it.
It's for, what is it for, Dad? For like people that don't know how to use a computer or like
well, this is a company that started their own computer company, and they're in Pennsylvania. And you can buy the computer and pay so much a month for a year till you own it. And when Robbie told me that he wanted me to get a computer, I talked to him because they got ads in all the magazines and stuff that I read. And it comes with a service that you can get for $9.99 a month that you can call anytime you want to for help. So
that's a great idea.
So that's why I got it. And you know, they're a little different. I mean, they're same as any other computer. But when you bring the screen up,
they have a browser, right?
Yeah, when you bring the screen up, you see a few different things, and the way things are lined up and stuff, it's a little different. So when Robbie tries to tell me, look here and look there, I'm looking for something that I don't see on mine.
Yeah.
So I keep trying to tell him to just bring up Telekin and look what their screen looks like.
Yeah.
You know, and then you'll know how to connect with me.
How it's set up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do that.
But that's great. Look, you got there. You're actually like on a YouTube live on your Telekin computer. Good. Exactly.
Yeah, he's done good.
Talking to someone on the other side of the world as well. So
it's pretty fucking cool.
Hey, Kay, it's been wonderful. I hope we do it again.
We will next week, Dad.
Pleasure meeting you. Yeah.
All right, Dad.
I'll talk to you later on today, Rob.
All right, Dad. I'll give you a call back. I'll pull you out of here. I got you right here. Thank you, Dad. Well, that was my father, man. You know, it's good. Hey, his story, right? Between all three of us.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bring more people on. You know what I mean? We'll bring guests on, but it's good. I figured you guys I'll produce and I'll definitely be here and I'll definitely bounce off you. But I just think you guys are more politically correct than I am. You know what I mean? I say bad words and shit. You know what I mean? So
do I. I think I was on a bit better behavior today than I usually am. But yeah, I'm getting used to this.
Yeah, but you're
wanting to say what you can say, but like having to algo speak it, you know, especially if you're looking at monetization and that, I'm like, we probably can't like smoke.
No, you can swear. No, you can swear.
Like, you can swear. Okay.
Yeah, because it's 18 plus.
18. So yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 18 plus. 18 plus. You can swear. And you don't have a bad attitude.
Get all profesh about things and that. Like have to learn.
I don't like that professional. I don't like that. Well, put it this way. Like, when we're getting paid, monetized and, AdSense and all that, then we'll try to be, we'll try, put a little bit more effort in.
A little more refined, not as,
Yeah, we'll try. We'll try. We'll try our best. We'll try our best. You know what I mean? I think keeping it I think keeping it not
authentic and raw.
fucking
yeah,
authentic, real
there's
and
like
raw.
we
I
said,
think
there's a lot of people out there who are like doing really professional shows, and they're like I don't know. I like the sort of casual. That's what I liked about your channel when I first came over here. It's just like casual. Everybody's themselves. There's no like false airs. Like you don't need anything extra. It's just keeping it real and gritty, I guess, is a word.
That's it. That's a good word for it. Nothing sugar coated. You know what I mean? Like nothing really scripted, unless we have to script it a little bit. If we're talking to someone that's like a ex-fighter that can relate to fucking head trauma, and they never thought they would have to go through that after their fight career. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of fighters out there that suffer every single fucking day. Nobody hears about it, nobody sees it. If you look back at like some of the boxes we were talking about, Sugar Ray Leonard's all right. There's some good fighters out there that are all right. They have their faculties still with them and everything, but
Cassius, one of the greatest, to see
Cassius
him
Clay.
That like just with the shaking and that there's so many different types of like complications that sportsmen can have, or people who've had repeated impact traumas, whether it's playing football or like and those guys are padded up and they still cover it because it's an impact. It's repeated impact. It's going to make a dent somewhere. But it's
hockey players kill each other. Rugby players kill each other, right? Rugby, they don't even got helmets on. You know what I mean? Like, Volkanovski was a heavy. He was like 230, 240 pounds when he played rugby. How the fuck do you get down to 145? Like, I'll never understand that.
Discipline. That's discipline. But I guess you can't really be an elite sportsman without discipline. Like you just can't.
Yeah, but hold on. A Cannoneer, right, was heavyweight. Then he went down to 205 light heavyweight. Then he went to 185 the middleweight. I can see that. Even that's really hard for me to get down 185, but I could do it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try maybe. But to get down to 145, well, because he's short, so it's easier for him. But
maybe
he should be around 140. Yeah, I don't know. I'm 6'1".
Might be a height ratio.
220 was always where I felt the best. And, where I, was always in my best shape. That's where I am right. I think I'm at like 212. Oh, no, I weighed myself yesterday or the day before 222. I weighed myself in the gym today. I was 223 or something. I'm like, what the fuck's up with these 2-3 miles? Like, I like to be at like 218 for some reason. Like, and in the early morning, I don't eat before I train. I like to eat, train on an empty stomach. I just eat vitamins and a little bit of creatine and a piece of fruit or something, and that's it.
Yeah, something really light or just a bit of hydration. Yeah, same.
Yeah, or a piece of fruit or something. I like to train. I don't think it's smart to eat and then go train, unless you're fucking bodybuilding or something. I don't train to bodybuild. I train for fighting. So I just
actually, that's funny you say that. There was an Australian boxer, I'm pretty sure it was Jeff Fennick, who was known for eating a great big bowl of pasta before a boxing match. And
the night before? The night before or right before?
That's the thing. I don't know if it was the night before or the right before. The way the story was told to me, it was like right before. I'm like, no way, because the first thing you're going to do is go straight for his body, like that's not going to sit well. But it might have been actually now because it was all the carbs in it to give him that energy.
That's what
fight. And that's
what they do here
for.
At the Boston Marathon here every year. They all eat pasta the night before. All the runners, they have like a huge dinner for all the runners, and they're all eating pasta. All of them. Like that's the meal they feed. They serve.
That's probably what it was. I'm going to check that out though. But I always remembered that like one of our big Aussie boxers was just known for his big bowl of pasta before he went for a fight.
He might have ate it. He might have ate it before He might have ate it before a fight. Maybe an hour or two before the fight, or 3 hours. Maybe that's what he
not
fueled himself
probably
up
right
with in the
before
afternoon
it,
or something. Yeah, no, they're definitely not eating right before. I don't think anyone would actually. Good afternoon, Krupp. Good to see you too, Krupp.
Hey, Krupp.
Yeah, Krupp would be good in there
Hey,
too.
man.
Like Nick Morganelli would be good in there. Well, Nick comes on anyways. Krupp, you're always welcome to come in there, brother. Like I could fit, you could fit 10 people in there. I pay for it, so you know what I mean. So Nick's joined me many times, but K. Razy is my co-host, and my father is going to be like another co-host to help. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to put it all on her. You know what I mean? But I really want her and my father to shine on this, and I have a lot of fucking demons, and I have a lot of problems. Right?
Not too much too soon.
Yeah, exactly. But I just want, and that's fine, It's just, I just want to bounce off you and them. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier for me. I don't like being the center of attention, but
absolutely,
I have to produce it, and I don't mind. And you are willing to put in the work and to help people, and I'm definitely willing to call myself a knucklehead, a cowboy, and I'm not ashamed to say, yeah, I went to prison for armed robberies and fucking assault batteries with a dangerous weapon, shot put. I had fucking 14 of one and fucking 18 of the other when I was 19 years old. I'm not scared to say I went to prison again for selling fucking cocaine to Navy intelligence. I made my mistakes before I was 26 years old, and I did fucking 3 months of my fucking union because I wouldn't tell lies about my business manager or my dead fucking co-defendants, who was my business manager and one of my dearest friends, Sigliano, who Nick Morganelli knows. His father trained me, and Sigliano was a fucking animal. He's a Golden Glove champ, Junior Olympic champ, and those are the guys I sparred with all the fucking time, like 300 rounds. Him, Sean Gannon, fucking Paulie Gravel, they're all dead. Like all my pro boxing friends are dead. Mickey Ward used to be right next to me, sparring in the ring next to me. I used to shadowbox with Dickie Eklund, his stepbrother. The only one to ever put fucking Sugar Ray on his fucking ass in a knockdown in a fight, in a boxing match. Dickie Eklund. I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Fighter, Kay Razy. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Mark Wahlberg one, in Boston.
So that's Dickie Eklund. That's his brother. That's his brother,
Okay.
Dickie Eklund, the guy I did time with. I did a little time with him in Concord. When it was classification back in the early 90s. 1990, I did 90 to 90, and then I went to SECC from Concord after I TKO'd the biggest white guy in the ring down the gym. They fucking shipped me out of there the next morning because they fucking, the kid, I think.
And you never got a reason why.
No, the gods said, we think you can figure it out. And I go, no. That's why I'm asking you guys. I have my suspicions. I go, you guys got guys in the hole that tried to stab you guys in the neck and actually have stabbed you guys in the neck. What? We're allowed to box in the ring. You guys give us the headgear. You guys fucking allow it to happen. And this guy was like the biggest white guy in the fucking in the place. He was a big white boy. He looked like a fucking Nebraska fucking offensive lineman. You know what I mean? And I told my cellmate. I told my cellmate, who was a friend of his, because he told me, my boy wants to fight you in the ring. I go, well, your boy's going to get tied up the first round. In the second round, I'm going to hurt him really bad. I'm going to embarrass him. And he goes, I said, he goes, when? I go, tonight. Your boy wants to do it. Yeah. Let's do it tonight. I'm not waiting. Let's do it tonight. And I wonder if they have fucking, I wonder if the Ips have fucking cameras in the gym down there. I'm pretty sure they did in 1990. I wonder if they had fucking
maybe not back then.
They must have had them. Yeah. I don't know if they did, because I went to SCCC from there. Listen, I went to SCCC, K-Razy, right? Single cells, no toilet, no running water, like millions of cockroaches, right?
Like you had someone mentioned party. Rats once. Ugh.
Rats with this.
The rats just flying over you in your sleep. Yeah, no thanks.
Rats, no, not in the cells. Not in the cells, but I used to work in the shanty downstairs at nighttime. The cop would, we just sweep up the shanty where the pool tables were, where all our lockers were, where the, where the showers were, where the toilets were, like all that stuff. And he would bring us up to the kitchen after. But there was this lifer there that was, in the lifers unit there. And this prison was built in the 1800s, right? They had chains hanging off the wall where they used to chain prisoners to would fucking torture them and shit. It was really old, you know what I mean? And in Bridgewater, it's not there no more. It was SCCC.
Yeah, I think
I
think I've heard about this prison
OCCC. OCCC is right across the street. So it's SCCC and OCC, but they destroyed SCCC. And I was on all of us were on a legal thing with that place because we didn't have running water. We had to bring 2 pitchers up to our cells, one with ice and one with water, right? And they give us this like chemical to put like in the porta potty. I only use the porta potty to take pisses, but if I ever had to take a number 2, like excuse me for being gross, but I would put a trash bag into the thing, right? Do what I had to do and throw it right. I'd open my wooden window and there were bars and I'd throw it and it would go right. And everyone would say, "What the fuck smells?" And I go, "Do something in the fucking morning, motherfucker. Do something in the morning, motherfucker. You guys always talk up in yourselves. But when we walk out in the morning, you guys don't say nothing. So say something in the fucking morning, fucking cocksuckers." Because you'd hear people pissing out their fucking windows. People think I'm joking. The wooden doors, they were wooden doors in the cells, right? They were like not even 4'8" or 5 feet tops. Because people back in the 1800s were smaller.
Old.
They were smaller in the 1800s. They weren't as big. So I got shipped. I got shipped to SCCC, right? The next morning. And I asked the 2 cops who drove me there, right? In the car. I was in the back. And they said, "We think you can figure it out." I go, the cops are scared, or the kid was scared, because like the kid came up to me, he goes, "Man, you hit it really hard." I go, "Yeah, I know. Like you see me hitting the bag every night after I fucking lift weights. What the fuck were you doing? I never see you work out ever." That's why I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I was 19 years old. I'm like, I'm walking in there, 400 fucking convicts down there, right? I'm like, I'm too comfortable in this chaos, man. I'm like, I'm walking like fucking Tyson. I'm there. I'm just thinking in my head, fucking, what was I thinking? What song was I thinking? I think fucking, "Yo, Mr. Dope Man, you think you're slick. You so cracked to my sister, and now she's sick. She happened to die because of a drug. I'm pulling your fulo, 48 slug." So I was just thinking that song in my head, walking to the ring. You know what I mean? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going to fucking hurt this kid. And everyone's saying, they're all thinking the cops, 3 of the cops I know bet against me. Because the cop that I gave, because I tossed the guy, the cop, the CO that fucking tried to stop it when I was uppercutting the kid and he was trying to go down, but I kept holding him up with one hand with a boxing glove and hit him with the uppercut, then hold him with the other, bang, bang, bang. And the cop tried to stop it. And I just didn't even really mean the door. I just like pushed them away. And that's when they all jumped in the fucking ring, the cops. You know what I mean? They go, "Neil, go fucking sit on the benches," where everyone's playing dominoes and, well, where they were playing dominoes.
The ref.
But they weren't playing dominoes. They were everyone was around the fucking ring, right? And so I go sit down with all my friends from Dorchester and stuff, and a couple from the North End, and all the black Castlegate brothers and Latin Kings and all my white friends, they're all coming up to me, giving me bumps on the fist, saying, "White Tyson, man, fucking great fucking job." And when I was bringing the gloves and the headgear back to the cage where the 4 cops sat, the guy told, he goes, "They bet against you. They bet against you." I go, "Did you know
Maybe
better?"
That's why you were relocated. It's like we're dirty on losing some money.
Well, I don't know if I don't know. They must have said, "This kid's 19 years old. He's 6'1", 218, 222, something like that." Right. And he just fucking made this big guy that's fucking twice the size of all the cops there, fucking made him look silly. So I'm like, maybe No, I think it was. I think it was the kid. I think it was the kid, the dude that I fought. Because when he said, "Can I sit down? Can I sit down after?" I go, "I don't know. Can you?" I said, "I don't know. Fucking can you?" And
yes,
he goes,
you
"Boy,
should have said, may I sit down after you humbled him?"
I just said, I don't know, can you? He goes, "Boy, do you hit hard." I said, "I fucking warned. I told you, boy, and I kind of warned you. Like, why do you think I, said tonight? Let's do it fucking tonight. You're the one with your big fucking mouth, kid." I go, "Well, now you're embarrassed in front of everybody." And that's exactly what the fuck I wanted to do to you. So, not a problem. But yeah, SEC. And listen, I was only there a month and a half. Usually it's 3 to 6 months before you get classified out of there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was, I wonder if they fucking have that fucking film down there, the Ips. I don't know any of the Ips good enough. You know what I mean? The fucking, ever fucking like, I don't even know any of them. I don't know any of them. I went to boot camp. I graduated to boot camp at the end of my second state bid because I never wanted to go back to prison again. I did it when I was in a minimum. Ponville, they offered me the boot camp because I tried for it the whole sentence. They kept denying me. But once I was in a minimum and fucking chilling, that's when they gave it to me. When I had like 9 months left to wrap up. And yeah, I did the 4 months there. I was proud of. I just seen the first fucking graduation. I'm like, my wife would fucking, my girl, my woman at the time, my same wife I'm with now, but we weren't married yet. But we had a daughter. My daughter was only like, I don't know, 1.5 years old or something. And my mentor came, and my stepfather, who just passed away a couple weeks ago, my mother, and I just seen how fucking proud all the other people's parents were and their loved ones and stuff. And I go, I know my woman would like this, you know what I mean, to see me, because I always had discipline. It's just, I don't know. I could have sat in the minimum and just wrapped up there and not even go through. But here's the thing. They never screamed in my face ever. The first day I walked in there, they said, "Neil, come to the fucking office, right, where all the drill instructors at." I walk in, there's like 3 of them or 4 of them, 2 for one side of the barracks and 2 for, this side where I was on. They go, "You don't got to walk around like you're gonna trying to kill somebody." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because, I had that strut, you know what I mean?
Just your vibe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just walking like I always fucking walk. I'm like, this is how I fucking walk. Like, I'm sorry, but
Hi,
yeah,
Mango.
I'm definitely not scared of the boot camp people here. I definitely wasn't scared where I just came from. I was never scared in prison because I definitely wasn't scared in the streets. When people say they were scared in prison, I'm like, why? Because you weren't scared in the streets. Why would you be scared in prison? The streets are so much bigger and so many more people you got to worry about. In prison, everyone's right there. What the fuck are you worried about?
That's kind of a negative as well, because that you can't get away from your ops. Like on the streets, you can at least, but there's also rules and limitations within prison too. But I get what you're saying. It's you're okay to be a wise guy on the street. Why is the energy going to change? Obviously, like.
Yeah,
because scared, so to speak. Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to be. I'm not saying this to be cringe.
You're very vulnerable as a convict too. Like you're at the mercy of the COs and things like that. Whereas on the streets, you're a bit more.
Well, the CO, they tested me the first day. They tried to. Yeah, I walked into the cell where they told me to go, and it was a black American, right? And I go, "Dude, I'm not racist. But me and you both know this guy's trying to test me, and this don't happen in fucking prison. You know what I mean? Not when I was in anyways. You know what I mean? I go, but dude, like, I'm not racist. You know what I mean? But, there is a thing. You know what I mean? And he would have got shit, and I would have got shit from my friends. You know what I mean? He would have got shit from his friends. So I just went back down. I said, "Bring me to home, motherfucker." I go, I was born in the morning, not yesterday morning. This ain't my first rodeo. I've been through DYS. I was at Old Dedham, fucking all of it. You know what I mean? I go, this ain't my first rodeo. I go, bring me to the fucking hole, asshole. I go, you really want to fucking test me? I ain't doing life, motherfucker. I ain't doing life. I got 2 years to serve. So
yeah, it's a trap. That's right. It's almost like discussing it on the prison tube channels. It's like they it's designed to keep you in because they need you there to because they're running a profit. Whether it's the prison system or like even healthcare, and that some was saying it's almost like it shouldn't be privately run or privately owned, isn't it? Because look at the
they are
the
privately
corruption
owned.
corruption's going to be everywhere. But like in the privately owned, it just
38,000.
seems to be really rampant.
The private is it should be against the law actually, because you get 38,000 per inmate. You know what I mean? And you're mixing in federal inmates with state inmates with county inmates. It's like you got county guys crying about not 30 days. You got guys doing fucking 30 years. When I went down to the hole in for the 3 months I did in 2004 for the union thing, when I went to the hole, when I told the guy Vito, the guy I knew from the last time, they shipped us all Boston guys, Anthony Shea, Mikey Spagnolo, my buddy, Jay Hershey, a lot of us, all Boston, Quincy, Dorchester, Charlestown guys, all of us, Anthony Shea, all of us got sent to Plymouth when it was all single cells, but they sent us to Newman, right? And that fucking place, it was all single cells. So when I went back there, it was all fucking double cells and 5 cells and triple cells and all kinds of shit. And I just told the guy Vito, I go, fuck you. And he brought fucking 9 fucking white shirts. I'm like, yeah, all right, what's it? What are you supposed to, you're not scaring me, assholes. I know how to get down the G. Let's go. You don't have to put cuss on me. I'm not going to hit you guys. You know why? Because I don't want fucking 3 to 5 right now. But I'm only doing 3 months. Worst case scenario, 5 months. So you could act like a fucking hot ass motherfucker. But I walked down the hole, and my man Billy Brymer was in there. He goes, Bobby, they just offered me 75 years. I go, that'll hold you. And I'm like, I was wondering what happened to him. You know what I mean? Because, allegedly, you know what I mean? And he ended up copping out 30 years, I think. And he was happy. And I'm like, because I think he was like 30 or something, or 28 or 27 at the time. So, yeah, so he was going to get out, I think around 50 or 40, late 40s or something. So he was in the hole for smashing a huge guy with a fucking mop ringer. This kid's a small kid, Billy Brymer, right? But he's got balls. He's got fucking courage. Definitely ain't scared. He grabbed the mop ringer. This big dude was trying to fuck with him in the Newman. And the guy ran away from fucking Billy. Billy pulled out the mop ringer and started fucking connecting. Bang, bang, bang. And the guy's trying to corner himself behind the fucking bunk beds. And Billy Bryant just keeps fucking hammering him with it. And that's why he was in the hole. You know what I mean? But that kid, I hope he's out by now. I don't know if he is, but I hope he is. Billy Brymer. You ever hear about Billy Brymer on the W? Or I haven't seen him on B-Luke or
I don't think so,
W.
No.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. You even mentioning him now, I'm like, that's another person who should, go on our, I suppose, list of people that, we should check on them, make sure they're doing okay, make sure they're being looked after and stuff. Because, some people, they've done the crime, they've got to go and do the time, but they don't have to be treated like animals while they're in there,
Well, his co-defendant ratted him out. It was in the paper. It said it. You know what I mean? It said it. I don't know how true it is. Only he knows. Actually, he told me. I don't know if he told me. I forget if he told me. Because we'd always go to each other's cells for Yahoo. We had out every day. You know what I mean? I was only in there for a month and a half or something. They sent me back to the fucking unit. But, they would always come to your cells. I had about 10 people I knew in the hole. And there was a guy in there that was a runner that I robbed on the streets. A guy that sold coke out of a house on Commonwealth Ave in Huntington Street in Boston. And one more I went there. I said, cut me an ounce, because I got this guy a lot of business, like $50,000 worth of fucking business a weekend sometimes. You know what I mean? And I told him, cut me an ounce, and he wouldn't. So I pulled my gun out. I said, you're going to give me a fucking 2 ounces now, and you make a fucking move, I'll put a bullet in your fucking head, asshole. And I shoved my fucking gun in his fucking teeth, broke 3 of his fucking teeth. So when I seen him as the runner there, I go, you got a problem, asshole? He goes, no problem, no problem, no problem. I go, okay. And then I'm like, I was wondering myself, why the fuck is this guy a runner in the hole? Why the fuck would you want to be a runner in the hole?
Sorry, I don't know. I've just got to say maybe he sucked good dick.
Yeah, that could be it. You know what? Wow, you know what? I was just telling my wife that earlier. I was at the gym. I walk in the bathroom, wash my hands after, and I swear to God, there was 4 guys fucking. It reminded me of the old YMCA with all the old guys in the steam room and sauna. You go in there and they all got their towels on, and I'm like, I got shorts.
You got that,
I just wear shorts.
Yeah, you got that vibe, and you're like, maybe I should leave.
No, before I smash their head off the fucking ground. And I'm not even against gay people, but I just don't like.
Yeah, but don't be putting the moves on me. Same. Hey, I'm a straight woman. If a straight guy puts the moves on me and I don't want them, I'm going to react the same. It's got nothing to do with if you're gay or straight. It's like unwanted attention. Go away.
Yeah. But I told my wife, I go, they were definitely in the middle of something. And when they like looked at me when I walked in to like wash my hands, I'm like, the fuck you motherfuckers look like. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. And I'm just like, and then they turned around real quick. They just looked for they looked like they were like, trying to hide something. And I'm just like, I don't want to look at you guys anyways. Like whatever the fuck you guys are up to, man. Like you guys have purple faces and red faces and shit. It's like, what the fuck you guys doing? Like I'm just like this. I'm just like, okay. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I
clocked it straight away. Yeah.
Yeah, I told my wife I didn't even wash my hands. I walked out. I go, I had flashbacks to the fucking YMCA from when I was 16, 17. I'm like, that's why I left that fucking place. You know what I mean? But older guys, I'm not gonna hurt. And even if they touch me and try to put the hand on, like you said, you know what I mean? If not, they're fine.
I'm gonna hurt them then. Even if I go down, I'm going to go down fighting, man, 100%.
Yeah,
once physical contact has been made, all bets are off.
As long as you don't touch me, we're cool. Because I know gay people that never, like back when I was growing up, I knew they were gay, but they just would never come out and say it. But I never had a problem with them. You know what I mean? Here's the thing: my daughter's gay. She went to my daughter's gay. Yeah. My daughter's gay. Check this one out, right? My daughter's gay, right? I've said it before, right? But she went to the prom with the president of the fucking high school. She went with a boy to the prom. You know what I mean? So after the fucking she graduated, that day, after we give her roses, everything, and her little brother, our son, you know what I mean, is happy and proud for her. We're all happy. She comes running down the stairs after. I've been wanting to tell you this for fucking years now. I'm fucking gay. And I'm like, what the fuck was that for? Like, why are you fucking screaming at us? I said, that's a fucking sin. Get upstairs. I say you're in a Catholic school every fucking Sunday, this and that. And then like, I don't know, not even a half an hour, 45 minutes later, I said, Ash, I'm sorry. I go, as long as you're fucking happy, I don't give a fuck. You know what? It saves me from killing some fucking guy that fucking, might have mistreated you or something. Because I always worried about that in my head. I'm like, you know what I mean? But I don't know why she didn't tell me when she was like 16 or she was hitting wiffle balls over the fucking roof of the house and shit. I'm like, and she was really, almost a black belt in Okinawan karate. She was a brown belt. You know what I mean? She didn't want to get her black belt. Like, I just want her to be able to protect herself. You know what I mean? If we weren't around, you know what I mean? But she's killing it in life. And, I let her and her fiance stay here. I didn't charge them nothing. I said, save your fucking money and, do whatever the fuck you want. That's why we saved my daughter's room. We never did anything with it. You know what I mean? We just kept it the way she had it. You know what I mean? Because I knew she was going to come back. I'm like, you're trying to leave too soon, Ash. You're not an adult yet. Even though she was 18, I'm like, you have no clue about life. because we made everything so easy for you. You know what I mean? But check this out. She don't have to leave her house. She works from her house, and she gets paid a lot of. She gets paid really well. You know what I mean? Like she works for the state. You know what I mean? And they offer her a big package money to stay because she was going to leave. Awesome. She was about to give her 2-week notice. They said, please stay. We'll give you, we'll give you a fucking a payday. We'll give you a big payday, and we'll give you a raise and a salary or whatever. Yeah, she does it right from her place. She don't even have to go to the fucking travel or anything. And my son's son is third year in Suffolk next week or 2 weeks from now, and then he's got 1 year after that, and then I'll be living out of Massachusetts, going to Thailand and Netherlands in January, and Belize. I'm gonna go to Belize. Where's Shine? Bad boys Shine. He's like a fucking politician down there. He's like one of the head politicians down in Belize. So I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with felony. And I haven't committed a felony since fucking 94, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? Other than giving a kid a slice of humble pie that sucker punched his business manager and our business manager. You know what I mean? Who was a dear friend of mine. So that's all I did. You know what I mean? It's not like I was out there fucking hurting anybody. You know what I mean? I wanted to say this. If someone jumped over the desk and sucker punched the judge, those COs would bundle that motherfucker, right? It's the same exact fucking thing with us. You know what I mean? You sucker punch the boss, you need to get humbled. You need to get shunned. You know what I mean? And a guy that gives you a 20-year, 2 jobs, 10 years apiece, close to 10 years apiece. Oh, I'm sorry, 20 years, 3 jobs. He was the bottom man on 3 jobs for Sigliano. Sigliano was the top man on the Inter-Island tunnel on Deer Island. There was 2 times the outfall in the Inter-Island. So he made him his bottom man over there. He made him his bottom man in Framingham, and then made him his bottom man in Weymouth. And I was always right behind him. Every time Sig and Eddie would leave, me and other guys would go in there and do the problem solving on those jobs that they left. And because there was still plenty of years left on the jobs, you know what I mean? The big dig was we had 10 water tunnels to do, not just Central Artery. We had 10 water tunnels to do in Massachusetts. That's why they called it the big dig, not because of Central Artery. The Central Artery was the easiest tunnel. The hardest ones were the fucking water tunnels, 500 feet down, 300 feet down, 600 feet down, 100 feet down, 100 feet down, 180 feet down, 200 feet down, 240 feet down. We had all kinds of shafts all over the place. And I'm making a documentary on Sandhogs, and I'm doing it right with the Bronx.
That's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, you guys are going to love that. I think you guys are going to be like,
for sure.
What the fuck, man? Look at this. Because they're doing a 3-generation tunnel there. 3 generations of Sandhogs. They're going from Manhattan all the way up to Buffalo, past Buffalo, up to like Niagara Falls. So a 3-generation tunnel that gives all of New York fresh water. Like fresh, clean drinking water. Yeah. Fresh drinking water. Because all the reservoirs and stuff. You know what I mean? It's what we did in Framingham and Weston and Southborough and Clinton, Mass. It all went to Weston from the Quabbin Reservoir. That's where all the water comes from, and that's where we get all our water from in the Boston metropolitan area. On a 50-mile radius, we get it all from the tunnels we built out there. But we still got to finish one that's half mined on one side of the shaft and half mined on the other side. The tunnel boom machine did a half a circle on each side. Now one side's got to go to Blue Hills from Western Mass, which is like an hour away. And then the other side's got to go to Stoneham, Mass. So that's like a fucking 10, 20-year job in itself. Yeah. So like they already built like water plants in the Blue Hills. And the Blue Hills is connected to Quincy here. You know what I mean? And kind of in the middle of... if you go through the Blue Hills, you end up in Brookline in Boston, you know what I mean? Or you'll end up in at the beginning of Quincy, you know what I mean? It's like, and then Quincy goes into Mattapan, Murderpan, and Stab and Kill, and the fucking Dorchester, and Ashmont and stuff like that, and Dot Ave, you know what I mean? And Neponset Bridge right there is Neponset in Dorchester. Dorchester and Quincy are connected to each other, you know what I mean? And the only thing that's separating is the Neponset River, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know why they didn't make Quincy Boston. I can't figure it out. It doesn't make sense to me, but maybe it's because they had horses back when they made the states, you know what I mean? Like Massachusetts is one of the first 8 states in America, you know what I mean? So Maryland was first, and then New York and Boston, you know what I mean? I think we're New Jersey too, and Philadelphia, I think, you know what I mean? Yeah. Philadelphia, Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. Because you had a lot of indigenous people, you know, Indians, you know, and a lot of different types of Indians, you know what I mean? And, there's a show on to make it American Primeval. It's on Netflix. It shows you how everyone moved west from the East Coast and how they had to deal with the Comanche fucking Indians, and they were getting their heads scalped, you know what I mean? And they were scalping
or how the Indians had to deal with them. Depends what perspective you're looking at it from. Yeah.
Well, you know what it really
Indians, Native Americans.
Yeah, Native Americans, right? And I don't think they get offended by being called Indians. I think Indians is a great name, but Native Americans is cool too.
Some do, some don't. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always try and, because there are some people who do. So I always try and, be sensitive to that, especially because I'm white. Like, the last thing I want to do is, use a. I know you say there's no PC here, but I do still try to, especially Indigenous peoples. Yeah,
no, absolutely.
Always.
I'm always going to respect everyone.
That's it, and we've grown up in an era where, we've heard, the expression Indian 60 million times. So it's like we've got to make the conscious effort to go, oh, actually, that can be offensive to some people. So, if I ever slip out, I never mean offense to anybody. I'm
of course not.
And that too,
I don't even say African American because they're American. Black Americans are Black Americans. I'm not calling them African Americans. They're fucking American just as much as white. Because here's the real truth is when blacks if they fought in the Civil War, they would get their freedom if they lived through the war, and they would all fight they would send them out in their own together. You know what I mean? I guess they were they killed some of the most Confederates. They were probably some of the best warriors we had in the Northeast. That's what the history books say. That's what Lincoln said. That's what all the presidents said. The blacks were the Black Americans were some of the best warriors we had. And now if the fucking Brits in the South beat the North and the French, the Americans in the French, we'd be speaking UK, and the UK would have owned America. That's why America was formed. Because our ancestors didn't like UK law no more. You know what I mean? They just,
Wasn't that the whole Boston Tea Party was like a slap in the face to the Brits and their addiction to tea? Yeah, yep. Something like that.
Yep. Paul Revere and they had a really good fucking they had a really good general. I think his last name was Lee, actually, from the Civil War, the South, and they did a lot of damage in the beginning, but the fucking the Northeast up here, and then the French come and helped us. So when people talk shit about France, like Americans hate French people, I say, no, I don't hate French people because I'm loyal. Even though I was alive and even not even close, I was born in 1971. It's not even close to being alive, but I'm still loyal because I know what they helped us do. You know what I mean? To make America that's why I hate people that take America for granted,
The French and the English were really rivals in, conquering the world and colonizing the world. So, wherever the English were meeting opposition, of course, the French are going to jump in and be helping them out. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, So
yeah. I didn't know I was covering you like that. I'm sorry. What the fuck, Gabe? My bad. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. I was just putting up Krupp said hello, and Nick and Mango loves magic. Sup, man? Hi, just tuned in now. Thank you, brother. Do you know Mango loves magic?
No, I've seen him over on In the Granite, like over there.
Yeah.
And that, but yeah, like just getting to sort of know all the regulars.
I actually got this streaming on In the Granite too, not just this other channel. And I got it going to X too, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I can actually see like who's watching. 5 people are watching right now. We've had like 15, 17, 20 at a time. So there's 1 on X, 3 on In the Granite, 1 on Question Everything. There is no can't, only can channel. So yeah, I just try to spread it around, and we'll probably keep it over there. But if this gets monetized first, we're going to keep it there. You know what I mean? Because I want you to make money. I want my father to make money, and monetization, we can split it up evenly. It's not hard. You know what I mean? I can show you guys
all in good
work.
Time.
Yeah, but yeah, all in good time. But you know what? It's hard to get your first 1,000, but if you're not a star or a fucking Hollywood actor or whatever the fuck, right? But
just keep
after you get that 1,000, it's like it's really easy for
YouTube likes you a little bit more. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they like me that much. I think they put up with me. They definitely shadow banned me a bunch of times because friends of mine told me, they go, Robbie, why put it in the Grand 617? Nothing comes up. I'm like, what? Like, why wouldn't it fucking come up? So yeah, that was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So, but 2 years ago, I started taking it serious. And, YouTube, that's why I stay with YouTube, because I'm loyal. They've never fucked with me, even though I talk, got a garbage mouth and shit. I can't fake it. You know what I mean? I can't try to be politically correct, because that would be being phony and Fugazi. And that's the first song on my 3rd album that I'm making right now. It's called Fugazis. I pulled a lot of cards on that song. I think people are going to get a kick out of that track. A lot of people are going to hear the truth about themselves and not going to like it. Disney boys, ex-COs and shit that are now gangster rappers. It makes me sick to my stomach even thinking about it, because that culture is near and dear. You know what I mean? Not just rap, music with attitude, period. You know what I mean? How much time? All right, I know you got to. I know you got. Yeah, we got 2 hours. I just want to do an hour, but if it goes 2 hours, it goes 2 hours. As long as you're okay with it, my father's okay with it. He's gonna feel more comfortable in here. Like, that's the first time I seen him on the screen. I did this about 2-3 years ago with him, and I only talk to him once in a while. You know what I mean? But I just lost my stepfather, so I'm like, you know what I mean? I got to talk to him and tell him. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just what's going on right now. But thank you, Kay. I appreciate your time.
No problems. Thank you.
We're gonna try to bring more people on next week, and maybe we'll do it 2 days a week. Now that we have my father, and it'll just go a little bit simple. We got 3 people on, and when we have a guest, that's 4. If other people want to join us, they can join us. If they want to volunteer their time to help people, you know what I mean? Like, once in a while. It doesn't have to be an every time thing. The every time thing is me, you, and my father. You know what I mean? Or one of your friends that you care about, or someone that you care about, or because I have my father, because he has his injury. So you could. I always told you could bring someone in here if you want to. So anytime you want to, you're more than welcome to bring them in here. Because I can fit 10 people in there. You know what I mean?
Think about it. Like, it's just getting people to agree to feel comfortable to come up, I think, and also,
Exactly.
But yeah, more than welcome. They know the offer's there. I won't harass them, but I'll remind them.
Yeah, just remind
time.
Yeah, market. It's just marketing 101. Just share it and just tell people to like and subscribe. That's it. But you don't have to do it every fucking day. Just like after this episode, just share it one or 2 places. That's good. You know what I mean? At least you made an effort, and that helps. Believe it or not, you know what I mean. And I'll start making shorts out of these too. I'll start making shorts out of the talks we all have and shit. You know what I mean? So if you guys liked a certain, timestamp on the fucking, brutally honest talks we have. If you like something and you think it'll resonate, I'll make a short into it. Just let me know. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure you and my father let me know. You know what I mean? Because I really don't pre-record shit. You know what I mean? Unless it's like shorts or videos on the video part, I'll pre-record that shit. But all this is just
I kind of
live.
like this though. Like, it's like even with me, I've only been online for a year, and here I am. You're like, let's do the lives, and that's like nothing's scripted. There's no pre-recording, so I've really like been thrown in the deep end.
Improv,
but
improv.
It's like good because that's how you're gonna learn, like in the fire.
Yeah, you're gonna walk through the fire. What's the matter with you? What are you feeling? Sorry for yourself. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's Leon Edwards' fucking corner man. And I'll tell you something. He lit a fucking match under that kid's ass because you could see Leon Edwards. Go back and watch that. He's not looking at his trainers because he feels like he's let them down, And they're like, you still got 5 minutes, man. You can still knock this guy out, and headshot bang. Right after John Eric said, but that's not the cloth Edwards is cut from. And right after he said that, headshot bang. That was insane. Yeah, stop feeling sorry for your fucking self. You're going to walk through the fire. You're going to walk through the fire. That's really true.
It's an easy trap to fall into, but that's right. You need that corner man to be like, oi, snap out of it. Yeah.
John Jones had Winkle John and the two guys, right? One guy would give him all the strategy for the next round, and the other guy would say, "Find your waterfall, find the waterfall, John Jones, Mr. John Jones, find your waterfall." So he's telling him to breathe, just slow down your breathing, slow down your breathing. Now, what's good about John Jones is the fourth and fifth. Even though he didn't train for a lot of these fights, he would put a pace on motherfuckers. They were always on their back foot. That's why, like those close fights, I'm like, no, John Jones won those fourth and fifth rounds on all those fights that people said he lost. No, he didn't, because he won the championship rounds. He didn't even fucking train for those fucking fights. We seen what when he trained for Gustis in the second. We seen what he did to him. We seen what he did to DC. You know what I mean? It was a double champ, heavyweight in, fucking light heavyweight, right? So we seen what he did to DC. You're not going to hit me with that left head kick. Oh, yeah, I am. He went low, 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 low to the body, low, 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 low to the body, low, 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 low.
That body down,
and then question mark, bang, right to the head. And then he just chased him around because he's all discombobulated, beat the fucking snot out of him, and John McCarthy saved him. You know what I mean? Just like Gusselman got saved. Gusselman got saved too. Yeah, John Jones is a bad motherfucker in that octagon. In that octagon, he's a bad mother. I hope we get the Francis Ngannou and fucking John Jones fight, because that's what real hardcores want. Because he's the man who beat the man. Francis is the man. He's the lineal champ. You know what I mean? He's the man. He beat Stipe. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
is there just like, because you'd think there'd be a lot of money in that? It's interesting that they're not pushing for it a bit more.
Well, here's the thing. John Jones is arguing with Dana White right now. Turkey Al-Sheikh can make that fight happen. You know, the PFL, where Francis is, I don't think it's working out too good for him there. And I think he wants to fight John Jones too, because John Jones went and sized him up at a PFL event last year. I made a short of it. And John Jones said, "Yeah, I've been lifting weights so I can beat your fucking ass." He goes, "I'm the king, and I'm going to die the king," right in his face. So people say John Jones is scared. Nah. Totally different mindset. People have no fucking clue. He's come from like our old school. John Jones is younger than me. I'm 54. He's way younger than me. You know what I mean? All these guys who are backyard fighting, we were doing that in the streets in the 80s. We were fighting grown men at fucking 17, 16, 15. You know what I mean? We were knocking out grown men. So, yeah, we were doing this shit way before them. That's why I would have have iPhones back then for knockout rails on the streets and bars and private clubs and buckets of blood. You know what I mean? like just really violent bars and places you go late at night when the fucking last call for alcohol comes up. Then you go to places that are open till 4 a.m. You know what I mean? So cold tea, you know what I mean? So, but it's really beer. It's really cold beer. You know what I mean? They're coming out with cold tea. They think it's, the China restaurants. They come out with like the silver pitcher, but it's filled with cold beer. You know what I mean? So, yeah, pretty cool in Boston here. You know what I mean? Like,
Awesome.
yeah, it's pretty cool. But listen, have a blessed day, Kay. I'll see you. I'll see you during the weekend. Jump in the Savage Room. Friday morning I'll be doing, or Friday and Saturday morning I'll be doing. Thursday. No, I'm sorry. Saturday morning I'll be doing Muay Thai this week. I know that for sure in the morning. And Friday I'll be doing Savage Inc. picks and all that shit for the weekend coming up for fights. But you know how to get in touch with me. I know how to get in touch with you. It all works out good that way. And I'm not really on there that much, but I do check it like twice a week or something like that. That's it. So it's never nothing personal. I just want you to know anybody.
That's all right. I'm the same. I literally just got told off by one of the other creators, like, answer your D, like in front of everyone. I'm like, okay, like I'll get on to that. So yeah, I will never judge anyone for not like getting back to me straight.
What did someone do to you? What did someone do to you?
Oh, joking around, because I've been like you. I've just been a bit like off like Instagram, off all the socials. And they were joking around like, where the hell have you been? Like, answer your Instagram and that, like on the live in front of everybody. I'm like, I'm getting told off. It was just funny.
So people's, you know what I always see? It says 24-hour message. This message is expired. What do people put up 24-hour messages? Like I don't understand IG great yet. I'm monetized on IG, and I don't even use it. I think that's on the street.
Yeah, I really only know YouTube, to be honest. I'm sort of stuffing around over there. I think if you put a story on, it's only on for 24 hours or something. But if you put a reel on, don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Okay.
Maybe in 6 months, I might know how it all works a bit more.
No, I'm just talking about the messages.
So I understand. Nothing personal. I get that.
It's never
no
personal.
problem.
It's never personal.
And you're a lot busier than me too, so totally.
I'm wicked busy. I'm more busy than people could even imagine. But you know what? It is what it is. And I like to keep my mind occupied anyways. It's good for me. It's good for other people's health. It's good for my health too. So yeah, I'm happy that I keep my mind busy. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's the only way I could get by in life without fucking smashing someone. No bullshit. It's just there's no consequences these days for keyboard warriors and shit like that. But I don't let people run space in my head so they don't win. But I know they're not going to win in real life. So
you've got to
that's
learn
why.
Not to. Yeah.
You're right. And that's it's good to have someone that's level like you are, and my father's level too. So, for the most part, he's level. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I was about to say for me, 90% of the time, but I'm
you are,
crazy
you are,
after all.
you are, and I think you're gonna take this thing, this right here. I think you're gonna take this to the next level, like a year or two from now. You're gonna take this. You are, and I'll just join like once a week. You'll be doing it 5 days a week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And my father,
my research too.
Don't worry about it. Just take your time. I'm not rushing you. I'll do this for another year or two. I'll do this for fucking 10 more years. You know what I mean? If you don't want to do it, and my father don't want to do it by yourselves, like a couple of years from now, once it picks up, I'll still do it with you. You know what I mean? So it's all good. We'll just keep doing it every week and show people that we show up, and we're people of our words. You know what I mean? We're gonna do what we said we're gonna do, and hopefully we can help some people. I mean, someone just Krupp said earlier he left a thing from one of my shorts. I said, just go out there and get it, people. Go out there and get it. I got every disc going a different direction, from my tailbone to my neck. They're all going different direction. When I landed on my head in 2003, bringing my German Shepherds up, when I grabbed the rail and I fell 40 feet on my head. So I say, I got pain all through my back. I got cluster headaches. I had to cut my head open, stop bleeding in my brain, and 50-50 chance of surviving. So when Krupp he said, I didn't want to do anything this morning. When I seen that fucking got me amped up to go do what he had to do. So that's the reason I film the end of my training. I can't film myself training for 2 hours. I feel like a douche because I'm fucking got headphones on and I'm just fucking fighting my demons. I don't even look at nobody. I don't even talk to nobody. I'm in fucking the zone. You know what I mean? So someone would have to follow me around for 2 hours. And I don't think they want to. I really don't think, because I'm going to be mean mugging them and fucking screw facing them. You know, because I just don't really, I feel like a douche. You know what I mean? Someone filming me for 2 hours. But I don't know. But anyways.
You gotta learn to be comfortable with it when you're an influencer. Yeah.
I'm not an influencer. Please don't say that. No. That's why I'm saying I like to bounce off you
not
guys.
The I word.
I like to. No, not that fucking word, please. No.
Never catch you with selfies and the duck face. Yeah.
No. But here's the thing. That's why I do that. If it helps one person, it's worth it. You know what I mean? So I've gotten emails, I've gotten private emails, and they said, "Thank you. You know, thank you for." What you did during the shutdown and shit. I was out every fucking day. I'm like, go outside and get fucking sun. I was hoping someone would say something. And hey, you know, maybe that's why you. Maybe that's why YouTube fucking shadow banned me. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why they were doing it. I don't fucking know.
Maybe. Highly likely, given the environment at the time.
So. Well, you hear doctors now in Congress saying, yeah, all those vaccines were fucking bullshit. They're fucking hurting people. I never got that jab. I looked at the fucking, they want to give me, I go, give that to someone. I haven't had the flu in 7 years. Get the fuck away from me. What do you think? I'm one of these gerbils that walk in there that don't know anything? Get out of here. I don't need that shit.
I was pregnant at the time. And they're like going to give me the jab. And I'm like, what's the research on pregnant women? They're like, oh, well, everyone in America who's had it's been fine. I'm like, oh, well, that's okay then. I'm glad you've done your thorough research. And
here's the thing. The thing. As long as they put it in your muscle, right, and not your bloodstream, that's the problem in the shoulder. If you put it in the muscle, you're going to be fine. If you put it in the bloodstream, you hear people talk about blood clots and everything. I don't know. I haven't heard nobody, but a lot of people said there's a lot of people got fucked up from it.
Yeah, when I was in hospital for like a checkup, a guy came into the pathology, and he was one of the people who'd gotten all the blood clots from the. I don't remember which one it was. I'm not going to say what brand, but one brand of them in particular, seemed to have an adverse effect on some people with the blood clots.
I'm not anti-vax either. I'm not anti-vax.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, same. But that was scary.
10 years.
You haven't tested it enough. Yeah. That
6 months. 6 months. 6 months. 10 years it takes to make a vaccine. 10 years. Anyone, I know that. You know what I mean?
Before
I never even got flu
to
shots.
The human trials.
Yeah, and that's really true. And hey, these people, we got a lot of good people. They were exposed, and maybe someone will come out and say it was my fault, and it was my fault. And I really want to hear doctors say, you know what, I should have never pushed those fucking vaccines. But
the money was so good for me to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if a doctor don't say, yeah, that was fucked up, I think you should get rid of that doctor. You know what I mean? Honestly, they don't got no fucking, they don't give a fuck what happens to you. Well, really? Like, it's like watching the media. It's like they smile and they're lying to you. They know they're not fucking telling you anything good. That's why I don't watch the media. I don't watch the news. I never watch it. Way before the Trump election, too. This goes back 15 years. I'm like, why would I want to watch the news? It's all sad shit. Maybe one good story at the end. Why would I want to see this miserable drama?
Yeah.
Why would I want to wake up this shit? I'd rather listen to Opie and Anthony and fucking Howard Stern or something. You know what I mean? Or my CDs or something in my fucking 6-track. You know what I mean? In the trucks and the caddies and the expeditions and shit. You know what I mean? All the nice fucking vehicles. But okay, have a blessed day, and try to get some peace of mind. Try to get some peace of mind for another hour or two or whatever time it is. 16 hours at, right? So 3.
It's 5 a.m. exactly here.
So 12, 14 hours, right? So 14 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 3:01 here, 3:01 East
Yep.
Coast time. So 14 hours, so it's not 16. It's 16 hours in the summer. Your summer's coming up right now when winter's
15.
coming up, right?
We'll get
Yep.
daylight savings soon. Yep.
Yep.
That's
so
all
then
right.
that'll be 16.
We always go by Boston time anyway, because like the
well, we can go
main
by your
market,
time.
I suppose. Yeah.
No, we can go by your
If
time.
everyone
too.
wants to get up at 2 a.m, yeah, that's all right. I can sacrifice that.
Well, you already have, and hey, nothing but fucking respect, man, because
No, it's all good. I'm happy to be here, honestly. I'm going to be
a lot
doing
of people say they want to do this stuff, but they never show up, on a regular basis. You know what I mean? It's like I get forgive 1 or 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean? But if they don't show up after that, it's just like I'm not gonna bother. And like I know I show up, that's why I do it. You know what I mean? I can depend on you. I can depend on other people, certain people, but certain people I can't. You know what I mean? It's just it's a shame because I don't know. It's probably one of the easiest things you could do to make money. A side hustle. You know what I mean? And maybe help some people on the way. And
or at least give it a crack. Give it a crack. See what happens.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. We need more old school people.
No worries.
Yeah. But have a blessed rest of your day, Kay, and give the kids a nookie on the head for us, right? Okay, please.
I will.
Yeah, and tell them they got friends in Boston too, all right? That will salute them. You know what I mean? Say we're fans of we're fans of the younger generation. We want those kids to grow up as savages. You know what I mean? And also really good people too. You know what I mean? So, but I'll talk to you later, Kay.
So no worries, buddy. Catch you later. They're the alpha generation, so let's help them live up to that name.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in too. Really appreciate
thank you, everybody.
Taking
you guys
some
are the
time out of
best.
your
Thank
day.
you so much. I second what she said. Yeah, next Wednesday. For now, it's on Wednesdays at between 12:05 and 12:35. Whatever's better for Kay and my father. You know what I mean? So we'll work it out. If Thursdays are better, just let me know, Kay. 24 hours before Wednesday, if Thursdays are better.
No
all right.
problem.
Either way, it doesn't matter for me. All right. All right, there. Take it easy. I'm gonna end this. Thank you for all the people in Krupp, Nick Morganelli, Mango loves magic, and there was all the people that have been watching that hide out and watch. That's fine too. We appreciate you guys too. All of you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll talk to you during the week. Okay, I'll talk to you during the week or bye.